Next one up, we got game 28. We are looking at number 4 seed Deus Ex against Civilization, number 13 seed. Closer than I expected. I guess this one could kind of be considered a game of console versus PC again, although both franchises have appeared on both console and PC. Deus Ex, 52%. We got 48% to Civilization.
Yeah, a little closer than I thought. Little side note for folks that tune into our Music Monday, I did share a piece from one of the Deus Ex games today, so please check that out. It's a phenomenal soundtrack. But yeah, I haven't played any of them. Well, that's a lie. I've played a little bit of each one of them, but certainly not enough to have a good conversation with Patrick, one of our avid listeners who's a big fan of that franchise.
Yeah, I've dabbled in, because Xbox was giving away a couple of them for a while too. So I have Mankind Divided, I think, for free.
Probably.
I'd have to double check, but I dabbled in it and it was pretty fun. Like, I liked what I played, but I didn't stick with it because that was kind of what I did at the time and still do to some degree. But
they're kind of intricate, and
I
think that's why I put it down, because I was like, this game, I need to like sink my teeth into it, and I struggle with that. So
yeah, me too, man. So let's take a look, see what our brackets reveal. We got Metroid versus Deus Ex in the next round. I mean, I think Deus Ex just doesn't make it any further.
It probably won't. Metroid's too powerful. That simple.
Metroid is powerful.
I wish Deus Ex would.
Yeah.
For the soundtrack alone, and I'll shut up about it now. I love those fucking soundtracks, man.
Yeah.
Data Dive, back me up, dude. Back me up.
Oh, goodness. The soundtracks are tremendous. But really to be fair, the soundtrack in Metroid is equally tremendous. So let's take a look at the next matchup. We got game 29. We are looking at Borderlands taking on Star Fox. Not really too surprising here. Star Fox picking up the win, 64% to 36% Borderlands. Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Same. And I think we could both agree why.
Yeah.
We don't do Borderlands. We don't get Borderlands. So, Jesus Christ, I sounded like Trump. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness.
It's going to be the best vaccine you've ever seen. Ever.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't miss him. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, Star Fox 64, that's what I have to say about this, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, Star Fox is just tremendous overall. So let's take a look here. We are moving on to game 30. Number 3 seed Street Fighter taking on the Sims. Like a Hadouken to the face. Street Fighter picking up the win here, 68% to 32%. Will, are you going to build a Borderlands wall? Epic Outro would like to know.
Yeah, I mean, if it protects me from hearing about that game ever again in my entire life, then yes. Street Fighter is such a goddamn cool franchise. That's what I'm going to say here.
Oh my God. I'm surprised you don't have a Street Fighter tattoo. Do you? You don't, do you?
I thought about one once because when I got Asura, I was like, I should do like a really sick, like a Kuma tattoo.
Yeah.
Something like that. But maybe someday. I don't know if I'm that loyal to the franchise to do that, but I respect it greatly. And I think at some point you and I are going to end up doing an entire episode on just that franchise because we should.
We could spend more than 1 week talking about Street Fighter. If we were to go like game by game, that is in depth. But that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll put that on our list of 100 things that we want to do.
So in the brackets,
insight there for the listeners.
We got Star Fox taking on Street Fighter in the next round. Oof, that's gonna be tough. I think
this will be tough.
Which one are you picking for this one?
I'm gonna go out on a whim and actually say Street Fighter because there's a good chance that Star Fox will win because Street Fighter is sort of niche based at this point. So, but it's still powerful enough to potentially win. So I'm gonna go Street Fighter.
I gotta give it to Street Fighter too. I love Star Fox, but Street Fighter is just such a strong franchise.
It really is. Shout out to Street Fighter 4, greatest Street Fighter of all time.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
I know that's debatable.
It's a great game.
It's debatable.
I won't dispute that it's not a great game. It's not my favorite. I'll put it that way. All right.
Fair enough.
Let's see here. Game 31. We're getting down to the wire here. We got Castlevania taking on Tekken. Castlevania running away with this one, 85-15. Any thoughts here?
Oof. I mean, this is almost laughable. Tekken got smoked.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I said something bad about Eddie Gordo. Uh, that dude was great, man. Yeah, I don't know why I rip on this dude, because I used to use him in the arcades all the time.
Yeah.
Because he was easy to use and he looked cool while doing moves, and who doesn't like that? But yeah, Castlevania. Not surprised. Didn't play Symphony of the Night. I didn't play anything that was really groundbreaking, but it's strong, man.
Yeah,
Strong.
Symphony of the Night was like where Castlevania like really started picking up its steam. Rondo of Blood on the TurboGrafx, or the PC Engine, I should say. Wonderful game too, and I think that kind of is like where you started to see the hints and the elements that were kind of going in that direction with Castlevania. By the time they got to Symphony of the Night, they're just like full on out. Let's make an entire genre, and they did it, man. It's just great. There's so many layers to that onion, and they're not all great. I mean, it's hit or miss, but if you want like just good immersive classic gaming that's just well done, you could do worse than the Castlevania franchise. Let's take...
I mean, all I could say is I want to revisit Lords of Shadow at some point. Number 1, not number 2.
Yeah, I mean, take some time and pop it in and see what happens. See if it captures you.
Yeah.
And our last game, got Assassin's Creed, our number 2 seed, taking on Banjo-Kazooie, number 15 seed. Assassin's Creed running away with this one, 65-35.
I'm shocked, man, that Banjo even got to close to 35 there.
I'm surprised it didn't do better, quite honestly. I thought there was
really.
I thought there was a chance that Banjo would be higher.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, they're polar opposites, quite literally.
Yeah, it really doesn't get too much different from those two. So the next round, Castlevania against Assassin's Creed. That's going to be a tough one too. I don't know where I see this going.
This is tough. I mean, my gut tells me Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Castlevania did well, and I still think that there's a loyal fan base out there that would vote for it. So
yep.
I don't know, man. This one's a toss-up.
Yeah, I think this really could go